Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lion City Esports Cup Group Qualifiers. Our third series on the stream today will be Team MawChai versus RiseWinter Gaming. So this will be a pretty intense best of 3 series, seeing as we have pretty notable players, very high ranking as well, especially since you look at DotA2 and you look at Desert Tiger. These guys, they have played in, I would say they've even won tournaments throughout the Southeast Asian region as well, beating out some of the top Southeast Asian teams like Signature Trust, RRQ, all of these. And taking it on the whole new level, well, they have pretty much reformed with a bunch of unknown players, very new to the scene. But like I said, in the Singapore scene, we have plenty of talent, plenty of players out there who are eager to show themselves. So RiseWinter Gaming, well, yesterday we saw some pretty impressive DotA coming out from them, very sick Brute Mother pick, so this will be a battle of the minds. And just once again, just a bit more information of this tournament. Well, this tournament will stretch out over the period of a month, where every weekend we have different stages of the tournament happening. Like with this weekend, we have the group qualifiers. Next week, we have the top 8. Afterwards, we have the semi-finals. And another week later, we will have on the 1st of July at the Shine Festival, we will have the live event of the top 2 fighting for the prize of $2,000 over here in Singapore. So, of course, once again, shout out to our sponsors, Aftershock, Secret Lab, and Challenge. And of course, to the organizers, Skoga and the National Youth Council for organizing this event, and Zenway. And my name is Hades. We'll be heading pretty much into the draft very soon. And yeah, that should be it and there we go. So you can see it right there. Well, Draken has decided to take out the Life Stealer first. One thing about Draken as well is that he likes to enter this very unique way of drafting, I would say. If anyone started the Omni Knight offlane, it would be Draken. And to a certain extent, some would also call him the Arsenal of Singapore DotA, because he's the one who basically, any pro player, if you want to go pro, or if you have thoughts of trying to go pro, you go to Draken. He pretty much gets you noticed, because for example, Wedding Crash, very aggressive player, sometimes overly aggressive. A pity he's not playing today, but that's how he got noticed by First Departure, and even some notable teams like Kansai Wisp from Australia. When you look at RiseWinter Gaming, well, these guys, they're still out to try and make it on their own, taking out the Nyx Assassin first ban. And we'll see what Draken decides to do. There's no way you can predict what Draken wants to ban, because it's Draken. That's what he used to say back then, all hail Lord Draken, because with basically whatever he sees, he doesn't see things most players usually would. But okay, taking out the Bristle Bag, and there we go, instant Arc Warden ban. So RiseWinter Gaming should seem to know some of the new, some of the more relatively unknown players here on the side of of Team MawChai.
Silencer.
But the first pick, Silencer already.
Team pick.
Not even sure whether this would be a core support, but I'm edging more closer towards that 5, since Silencer doesn't really gank. As a carry, not so much. So RiseWinter Gaming, we'll see how they decide to respond. I mean, yesterday we saw that surprise Brute Mother pick, which really tore apart their opponents. And not to mention, their Brute Mother player was also very impressive. Basically, just stay in the trees, let the spiders do all the work, go in for the last hit with the spell, and bang. Instant 3-0 in the lane.
Reserve time.
So RiseWinter Gaming, we'll see how Villa decides to draft. I also did mention before that some of these players, they like to play a style closer towards Chinese DotA. So Earth Spirit pick already coming out. Gucci OTK, he does like his Earth Spirit since he is the more proficient player with that hero. But this game should be pretty fun. Let's see, second pick. So the Shadow Shaman as well. So Shadow Shaman into Earth Spirit, kick roll, all that, plenty of disables available to him. This will be fun to watch. But now we look at Draken. How would he proceed with this? Draken should be going to go for some disables, maybe something even tankier.
10 seconds remaining.
Wonder what else he'll decide to go for. I mean, one of his, let's say, more notable players, Wedding Crash, who isn't here. He's the one, like I said, he's the one who usually plays mid. And the team name, which does derive from one of the original team members of Kingdom, which was MawChai as well, Ices, who used to play for Kingdom, but of course due to national service, where he's currently serving in the police force as a fresh recruit. Well, good luck to him, yeah?
Axe.
Anyways, the Axe pick, okay. Big Red Man, we haven't seen this pick yet, but there we go. We'll look for the counter helixes and dunks. That'll be fun to watch, as usual. I mean, who doesn't love good few dunks? You guys like basketball, right? Alright, so third bans as we enter the second phase. RiseWinter Gaming looking to pick something which will help them deal a bit more of the axe in the lane. Not so much a melee hero, might even decide to go back into the Luna pick, maybe even the Troll Warlord, for that matter.
Reserve time.
Alright, so second phase. RiseWinter, how do they want to approach this? Because one thing as well, Villa, he does pick something a bit more old school, or not say old school, but a few patches back kind of thing where you go for the Juggernaut mid. I mean, we did see they go for the Jug Lich, but in this case, obviously this is not going to be that. No, but taking your time to think about this. I don't know, I mean, taking this long, thinking about it, you probably want a carry or even just picking up the off laner first who's confident enough to deal with the axe. And picking the Juggernaut is, you know, it's not going to be able to deal that well with axe, especially since when he gets to level 5, very, very difficult.
Radiant team back.
So, alright, taking out the Vengeful Spirit, which could indicate like the Vengeful carry. I know Draken also does take his inspiration a bit from the European side. Occasional Chinese meta as well. He likes to take basically a mix of everything from the different cultures, merge it into one, make it into his own. But he also has this belief where basically it's not so much about practicing a regular draft, it's about whatever the team needs, you'll be able to play. You'll be proficient enough to play and be, you know, flexible.
Reserve time.
So third pick. Let's see. Wait, the third ban, sorry. I mean, we saw RiseWinter when they wanted to end the game fast, they did go for the Vengeful Spirit and they ended the game in about 17 minutes, something like that. So taking out the Shadow Fiend.
Dire team back.
One thing they definitely do not have right now are heroes who can deal very well with the Serpent Wards. Look at the fourth ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I don't know, both teams are taking an awfully long time into the second phase. Even though we're just at the ban stage, you know, it's very, very hard. I feel like you would spend more time into your picks. But Villa, he's thinking very, very hard in this one because drafting into the axe is not going to be easy. Earth Spirit and Shadow Shaman do not do well in zoning out an axe. Maybe the Sven, very unlikely. And even if you want to pick the Juggernaut, who is a natural builder into the Mantis Star to deal with the Silencer, that's also going to be very, very difficult. Slark wouldn't have a good time. Sven only does so well for so long against the axe. So take out the Puck first.
Radiant team back.
Wouldn't be too surprised if something like a Meepo came out. I mean, Silencer Meepo, that's always very strong. So fourth ban, yeah. Draken.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's usually about this time right now he's probably asking his players, what do you guys feel like playing? It's not so much about what they want to ban, because he already knows what he wants to ban. I'm pretty sure of it. He's just taking his time to like... Maybe one of them is also having PC issues or something. Maybe it could be one of them could have gone to the toilet and he's just drafting as slowly as he can. But Draken. Something else which goes with the axe. I'm thinking of the Slaughter 4. You take out the Tinker first.
Dire team pick.
Alright, so we officially entered the second phase with 40 seconds left on the clock. RiseWinter... He still could go back into the Invoker pick.
10 seconds remaining.
But the Silencer would be such an issue against, you know, this Invoker.
5 seconds remaining.
Storm Spirit pretty much dissuades you from that as well. Queen of Pain... feels a bit risky. I wouldn't say no to Viper, to be honest. Razor as well, but they go back for the Lina pick.
Team pick.
Plenty of nuke, natural Yule Scepter builder as well, so that's going to help a lot with the Global Silence. What else is there? Something to do with the Lina and the Vayne.
10 seconds remaining.
OD still left in the pool, Queen of Pain as well. Storm Spirit into the Lina. That's going to be very, very rough though. Lina's going to have one ball at a time.
Reserve time.
I don't know, it's very, very difficult to tell. But... the pick. Yeah, they're okay, they cut into the bonus time even more again. it's very difficult to see how they want to play this, especially since you look at past games. This is a completely different roster, and every roster Dragon is something new. But he goes back for the Kunkka, so that's your initiation right there. So Kunkka acts into a call. X mark, yeah, okay, I see that. Ram is also very good here against Lina, at least you negate some of the damage output, but it still doesn't help with the Shadow Shaman Serpent wards, because Axe can basically do nothing against those wards, Kunkka as well. Silencer can very take care of maybe like 1 or 2 wards before dying, but the RiseWinter will go for the Abaddon pick. Abaddon versus the Axe, I don't know about that. But the Abaddon pick is very good in the sense where he has good late game, he's good mid game, he's hard to kill, he's such a pain in the ass, and there we go, the Meepo pick, no surprise there. And RiseWinter, they will be thinking about something which can deal with this. It's pretty much baiting out the Sven or the Juggernaut pick. So RiseWinter, how do you want to deal with this?
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Right now, you're probably thinking about banning out the Juggernaut for the for the opponent team.
Remaining.
But okay, RiseWinter, these guys. Yeah, you're definitely surprised. But to take out the Ursa, I like it this way. Because Ursa and Meepo together on a Roshan is very, very strong. Their mid game would be basically impossible to deal with. Especially when you have the Axe. And let's see who they did ban. Did they think about banning out a hero like... No, it's not Winter Wyvern for sure. It's probably going to be something like a Sven, Slark.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, RiseWinter definitely caught off guard. They have the potential to quickly nuke down one Meepo, but then they have to deal with the Axe and the Kunkka and the Silencer for that matter.
Reserve time.
Yeah, so they take out the Sven.
Radiant team pick.
Alright, Juggernaut pick up. So RiseWinter, how do you want to deal against this? What's the play against Meepo? It actually almost feels like the draft, they pretty much lost from the draft alone. Unless of course they just outlane the opponents.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
This Meepo pick will struggle against the Lina, but of course being able to catch up in the jungle. They go back for the Sniper. Okay. This is risky. If you get a Blink Dagger into Meepo, your Sniper is basically dead. And it's going to be a Sniper mid for that matter. Is it? Yeah, it should be a Sniper mid. Carry Lina against an Axe. So RiseWinter is actually adapting with the laning phase very, very nicely. And I think this is pretty good. Viva La Villa will be going to the Abaddon on the off lane. But otherwise, Sniper Lina pick. This is very, very unique coming up from RiseWinter. They adapted the lanes very, very nicely. And the Sniper would do okay against Meepo. If anything, it's going to be a very static lane. But the Lina against the Axe. Now that's the one which is going to be very crucial. Because if you stop the lane, you force the Axe into the jungle, it means your supports are free to roam. You get to pressure the Meepo more. Which means that Sniper gets more farm. And this way, you're pretty much being able to outplay, out-execute against the MawChai's draft. But the Jug will also have a lot to do because that's where you need to group up, Meepo get to blink, get a few Dragon Lances up, and then you start to push the tier 1 towers very, very quickly. And you need to be playing around the Roshan pit as well. So, this will be a pretty good draft, pretty good game coming out from both sides, which I would expect. And not to mention, of course, I'm actually surprised that they decided to run with the Lina carry, which also means that Lina in a safe lane against an Axe is pretty much a one lane for the Lina. And that's where Shadow Shaman and Earth Spirit will be such a pain in the ass. But there we go, otherwise, we find ourselves back into the game 1.
Prepare for battle.
Meepo starting out with Talon. This will also be the first Meepo of tournament, seeing as basically, Meepo is just one of those heroes. If you guys have ever played against Meepo in those games, be it an account booster or some really, really good player, it's really hard to play against. Alright, so We'll see how this little old man, you know, when he starts to multiply, and that's where he becomes a huge pain in the ass. You guys know it as well, even his late game, instead of Dragon Lanterns, it goes into like Skadi's, Ethereal Blade. This hero is extremely hard to play. I mean, you can be good at StarCraft, you can have all the micro in the world, but Meepo is a completely new level out there. So we're gonna look to the Fire Lady to see whether she can put the burn into this Meepo's play. I mean, surprisingly, they actually rotated lanes with the sniper into the safe lane. Alright, so Lina against Meepo, they put the sniper against the axe. This is gonna barely tickle him, to be honest. I still felt like the Lina in the safe lane would have been okay, but then again, she does need levels. Sniper, not as much. But okay, Beastman's gonna have a relatively hard time in this lane again, going up against a sniper, a spirit, and a shadow shaman. Kunka's gonna be made to try and have some fun around. And already you can see the pressure coming out. Rolling in. Gucci OTK just wants to make himself known, so that Meepo doesn't get his level 3, and then, you know, next, you know, poof, 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 poof. Top lane, that extra base damage, 75 base damage, you can see the clicks. You do quite a fair bit. Very, very nice lane here. But over in the middle lane, do they want to try looking for the torrent? Nah, he's just using the bait. This is one of the things you can use the torrent as well, because the cast animation can be really, really funky to play around with.
You get nothing.
And denying both range creeps to the Lina, it pretty much ensures that this lane is still somewhat salvaged, because they were showing the EXP, so Lina's gonna be a bit behind in terms of the EXP, but now they go for the roll again into the Meepo, look for the torrent, not gonna land. Top lane, Shadow Shaman's actually being a huge pain in the ass with this axe, forced to salve up already. And over in the bottom lane, Morgan free farm, not able to do anything against Villa's abandonment, because he can just really run in with like the boots. The spin is never really going to catch you, even if the arcane's low. So you see he went for the level 1 into the glaives, trying to get whatever damage out as quick as he can, but it's not easy because with the aphotic shield you're just so tanky. Staying in the bound tune as well. Shadow Shaman having a really good time. So Sniper actually not going for the shrapnel just yet. Alright, so yeah, Axe really can't afford to go to lane, still stuck at level 2, Sniper already at level 3. Very, very good start. And Meepo, of course, not level 3, he can start to jungle very nicely as well. This is where he just goes back to doing Meepo things. Another 2 of them. Poof. Of course, with the poofs, the good thing about it is once he gets into the level of an Axe, I'm not sure whether Meepo's plays to play the Axe. I know for a period of time it was basically just a Dragon Lance Ethereal Blade Blink build, where you take care of the enemy, you just burst people down, not so much onto the Aghanims, where back then you had a respawn bonus. But he's gonna be snowballing very, very hard. Villa not able to find anything, will be forced to go back to the base with the Walk of Shame. But 0 and 0, this laning has been very, very passive, very static as well. Not much they can do. Okay, so Gucci OTK, he's pretty much given up on trying to gank the middle lane. You look at the Meepo, he just goes back to the jungle, he just pushes up the wave, goes back to the jungle, nothing else he can really do. Konko as well not able to gank, seeing as the Earth Spirit is covering this Lina very, very hard. So Lina, she can also do her part in pushing out the waves and then start going back to the jungle to farm. Still trying to build into Arcane hits, 1 and a Yield Scepter. But they are picking out the Meepo. They know that the Meepo is farming, but there's nothing they can really do. There's very little opening to go in. Morgan free from ran out of region, trying to get level 4 so that he can at least use his healing ward. But no, man, this Abandon is playing very aggressively. Well, Morgan free from needs to be careful. Villa tanking a bit of damage. He's happy to just force the Juggernaut back. Morgan free from gonna salve up. Off the Mango. They want to fight here. Draken actually gonna get out. And now the Kunkka here as well. They're just going to slowly right-click him into the Torrent. -2 should be. And not still alive actually. Now he will finally die. First blood going the way of Morgan Freefarm. Gucci OTK still looking for the Meepo. Who actually is going for Treads first. Something a bit more tanky in terms of stats. Middle lane. Keep on going. Now Gucci OTK, he's just trying to snipe a low HP Meepo, but doesn't seem likely at this moment. Kunkka might be able to find him. Yep, they just found him. Oh, they wanted to go. Why? Okay, I don't think the Kunkka was actually looking at it. And Morgan Freefarm, like I said, nothing he can do against his abandoned melee heroes. Struggle extremely hard, especially when you don't have that much regen anymore and something like a Ring of Health. Headdress, extra tangos. OTK, he's found the Meepos. Axe as well, he's taken to the jungle, like I said, against the sniper, you get him the advantage. Now he's just gonna quickly farm up this creep wave, maybe get the pull next. Oh, they almost kill him off here. Alright, yeah, they can't kill him off, but I did hear Laguna Blade and that'll be the Meepo going down. So, very nice solo kill already for the Lina, popping that Invis rune, might be heading to the bottom lane, might even get the kill into the Juggernaut who has been struggling quite a bit. Viva La Villa, of course, with the range drop, he's gonna have a pretty decent mana regen, but it doesn't seem like the Lina will actually end up going to... Ooh, I hear an assassinate to the top lane, they will actually find the axe.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But as I was saying, I mean, Lina actually opting to go for the Arcane Boots first means that the Bloodstone will be coming up pretty soon. Usually sometimes you see the Phase Boots. But top lane, Sniper is having a pretty decent time. Orin, they catch the Earth Spirit. And now even Shadow Shaman comes in as well. And that's a very nice kick, but do they have the follow-up? I don't know, it seems kind of hard. Yeah, it looks like they will. They will go for the Shrapnel, keeping him there into the Shackle. Looking for the call right now, but they have a ton of heroes here, and it looks like the Axe will be dying. Alright, so the Viva La Villa. RiseWinter Gaming progressing quite nicely. So Lina top of the CS, gets kills, more denies as well. Quite happy actually if you're the Lina this game. But at least until the Meepo gets big. But this is just Meepo things. You're okay, this is just like... This is a sacrifice you need to make. Bottom lane. At least with the healing ward he's able to... He's not afraid to take damage. He can farm a bit better because of it. But now in the middle lane they want to try to go into the Axe, but he's going to get called up. To get the kick, looking for the Life Strike Array with the Laguna Blade, they will find a kill. And here comes Meepo to the party, but just a bit too late. Nothing this Axe can do. Can't even get his Tranquil Boots, 8-0 in terms of the CS wise. And I think they're okay with that. 4-1, of course they're having an amazing start.
Fuel for my fire.
Into the Shadow Shaman, gonna build into those Arcane Boots on his part as well. Get to the level 6 and they can start to take towers very, very easily.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, so Meepo's 500 gold away to that Dragon Lance. It's very hard for the Juggernaut to actually get any Oni-slash kills this game. If you look at the lineup, besides this, the Sniper, he really can't get that close to the Abaddon.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And Gucci OTK just gonna place the ward, I would presume. He's all the way inside here. He's gonna place the ward, so at least they have vision on the Meepo. They want to know where the Meepo is and whether there are any rotations coming out.
Radiant's middle tower has
for now, not really, at least until he gets the Blink Dagger and the Dragon Lance. Shouldn't be that long till he gets it. So 4-1, very passive game coming out here. But now they want to go direct for the assassin. They might even kill Morgan free from down here. Tanking under the tower with the Aphotic Shield should be a kill. Very easy kill here for the Abaddon, and they want to get the healing ward as well, which is 65 gold for free for one hit. Alright, so they take care of the tower.
Gold for my chest.
So one way you can also play against the meepos to keep the pressure up continuously, keep taking towers, keep grouping up, and very little the meepo can do because he does thrive on getting these snowball pickups, getting the map spread out so that he can start farming and pushing it out, even rat DotA. Because when you have like what 5 meepos banging away on your Raxus, there's very little you can do as a single hero.
8 knots and full ahead.
Morgan Freeform struggling to get into those much needed face boots. CS pretty much half that of the sniper. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. And so far this game is just looking extremely hard. But oh, Meatball actually getting a nice solo kill into the Shadow Shaman. They get the stun out here onto one of the Meatballs. They try to use the support to kill the Meatball, and actually no, the silence, no, the Shrapnel will be the one to finish him off. So Meatball. They're not afraid. Considering how RiseWinter Gaming, they don't really care about the Meeple pick, it seems. So you look at the Abaddon, he's going to build his way into... what's that? Mech? No, it's Helm of Dominator. So once again, it's going to be that similar strategy from yesterday, where they just group up and take objectives very quickly. All the tier 1 towers already down, and it's a great start.
Ha! Welcome back.
Jug really needs more farm. So 3 meepos now, maybe he can look to try and make something happen. Dragonland's already on the way. He's gonna have that Blink Dagger up very soon, but he still needs the Blink Dagger so that he can actually start blinking around, and they have more options in terms of the way they want to start skirmishes. He may even get a couple of pickups here and there with a smoke gank, but otherwise they smoke up to find a meepo. Trying to find one. Yep, they will find a meepo. Very nice kick, very quick kill, and space is actually running out for the meepo right now. The sniper pick is starting to be genius. Hurricane Pike almost completed into Villa, and they can start to push to tier 2. Drakan as it is just got global silence, and I don't think that's going to be like a game-changing spell at this point. It's cooldown so long. And now they're going to start pushing him into the tier 2 tower. 12 minutes in. This is a very good play, very quick and intense.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Do they want to fight though? They put a ward all the way behind the tier 3s. Double wards. This is very scary. They see so much. Oh, almost trying. And they're just going to drop the Serpent Ward. 13 minutes in, they're going to start pushing away onto the tier 3 tower. Fortification already forced out. I think they know that there's nothing they can do. Laguna Blade. Oh, the assassinate, the kill of Draken. Very quick game. And the fiery soul stacks, they can actually take care of the tower quickly. With the borrow time as well, they don't really have to worry about this popping. The borrow time, they want to walk in. And they take care of the tier 3 tower. They can start to do the Raxus as well. 13 minutes in, this is very fast. Ship coming in, nothing they can do. Yeah, they'll find the Abaddon with the call, but that's all they can do. The global silence is not going to come out. Can they kill the Abaddon? Need to kill the Abaddon. He's going to try and face boots up, but no, the dunk comes out. And now the Magnetize is going to try and kill Gucci OTK. Yes, they will. So there's 2 kills, but now the Omni Slash. Can they kill him off? One more hit. No, actually, no. They get the return kill to the Juggernaut, and it looks to be the Shadow Shaman dying, popping out the Hex, trying to kill the Silencer. They need the Dragon Slave. One more Dragon Slave will be more than enough, and they take the kill. So 3 for 3 trade, and if anything, they can start to go this very slow siege, take at least the meaty barracks out.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Whoa, fast game. Meepo trying to go here into the Lina. The damage has already been done. Get the stun out, and with the call, they will get the kill. An immediate TP out from the Shadow Shaman. Also from the Sniper. So you get the melee barracks in 14 minutes in. Wow, that's really fast coming out here from RiseWinter Gaming.
What have we here?
So now that the shrines are open, Meepo's in quite a bit of trouble. Still trying to build his way towards a Blink Dagger.
I'll take that as traced.
Alright, so the net worth. 8,000 gold lead, no surprise there. They're really far ahead. No Spirit, not much he can do, just be ready for his 4 staff. The net worth is so far ahead, and if anything, Sniper is going to start building his way into a Maelstrom. That's going to help severely with the Meepo. And now they smoke up. Might even think about doing Roshan. You can see this is where the Aura Gaming comes in. Viva La Villa picking up the Centaur for the extra stun. Very quick game. And they want to try and get the tier 2 as well. But meanwhile, everyone's up to the top. And Villa, he knows it as well. He's hiding inside the trees. Doesn't really want to show himself. Look at all these wards. They know that the Juggernaut is alone mid. If they can find the jump on him, this would be really bad. Popping the Assassinate first. Getting him into the Hex. And now the Shackle. Nowhere for him to run. Very quick kill. Gucci OTK to finish him off. They have to know that the Lina is alone top. Pinging her out. Looking for the jump. They find a call. TP's immediately coming in, of course, with the Meepo blinking in. Poof. Easy kill here onto the Lina. Meepo will get the kill. And now they want to try and run it. Going for the backstab, actually. They need to immediately get out Gucci OTK, trying to keep them all there. Gets a very huge kick, but he will sacrifice his life. The Magnetize doing call out. They're going for the straight smoke TP out. Everyone needs to get out. Yep, they immediately TP back. They will not find anybody. And of course, with the Assassinate, will not find anything as Villa has really broken the smoke. He's going to try and find the Meepo, looking for the stun. Do they have a stun? No, they won't have it. And now they found one of the Meepos. Meepo will also go down to the Sniper. Wicked 6 streak, and this Sniper's net worth extremely high. Alright, so 13 to 8. Such a steamroll. Alright, so the Lina down in a couple of Bloodstone charges, but this is a very quick game. 17 minutes in, Draken and friends already losing a lane of barracks, and they will start to push to the top tier 2 tower. Looks like the Abaddon will be heading his way into that Solar Crest before they actually start to do Roshan. If anything, they can do it now. The network is not looking very healthy at all, but Team do MawChai. Even your Juggernaut very poor, can't even afford drums, just on face boots and a Ring of Aquila. Alright. Axe needs to do so much, still trying to build his way into that Blade Mill. Of course, Meepo Gaming doesn't seem like it's been working out for them at all. Losing all these key heroes, and with this next Roshan, they can pretty much start to push into another lane of barracks. Well, looks like they will smoke up, go into the Roshan pit. They know they have to contest this Roshan, but the Jug is nothing. I'm so afraid for him. Thinking about going back in, they're going for the call, only finds one hero. Now they pop the Global Silence with the Omnisash popping around, won't kill anyone. Meepo's coming in, Ship gonna land into 2, but where's the follow-up, where's the damage out there? Oh, they don't have it! They can't kill him, the Sniper's still alive! Okay, Buzz kill off 1, but now with the call, look at the axe, we finally got him, borrowed time, bringing him back to full HP. And now they want to go for the chase, fighting Draken. Oh, that's a beautiful Centaur stun! With the Assassinate, they find the 3rd. Can they find the 4th? Yes, they will. Sniper with the double kill, and they will go back to finish off the Roshan. And it looks like RiseWinter Gaming are just wiping the floor with Draken and his friends. Getting the stun up now, very easy Roshan. Medallion now completed onto the Abaddon. And just like that, 17 to 9, the net worth swells further and further into the dire side's advantage. And you can see that Juggernaut just not able to do anything. It's just drums and Aquila. Meepo as well, not able to buzz anybody down. They're just so far ahead. And even if we talk about split push DotA, how do you split against this lineup when they have so many ways to catch you? The Shadow Shaman almost in a Blink Dagger. Very rich. And now they will start to get up to the top lane. converging there to finish off and end this game potentially. But right now, with the Sniper Siege and of course the Serpent Wards, they will start to push. Torrent catching onto one. But what do? They have the Aegis still. Assassinate just to scare away Dragon. They have no global silence. Alright. Morgan Frame Farm trying to take care of the Serpent Wards. Torrent's going to connect into the Abaddon. But what do you do? What do you do? There's nothing you can do. The tier 3 tower's going down. This will be the top laner barracks. Very, very easily. Looking for the Centaur Stomp. And this is where the Serpent Ones are going to do so much. Torrent catching the Gucci OTK at the backline. And Axe cannot. He can't initiate. They're just so far spread out. Now go for the call. He's going to try and drag the Sniper in. But Sniper, he doesn't care. And just like that, the melee barracks goes down. That'll be the range racks as well. Now going in, trying to initiate the Global Silence pop. But the Hurricane Pike going to save him. And he's going to be okay. But now he's going to die. That'll be the Aegis pop. And a nice call at the backline of the ship to finish him off. But now the Aegis may pop. Can he kill the Meepo? They need to kill the Meepo. Meepo's almost going down. No, he needs to get on 130 HP. That Meepo will actually manage to run away. Lina will now go down to the Axe. Nice double kill for base mode. And now they have to keep on fighting. But Gucci OTK finds one with the Magnetize. Not abandon him against the one, popping the borrow time. He's going to keep on going onto the Axe. Going to chase him down, but the Axe match will set him back to reset. And this is where they just run away with 2 lanes of barracks, favoring them, RiseWinter Gaming, and running away with this game very, very convincingly. So now they just go back to resetting, go back to the bottom lane. Lina dies. I mean, the Axe call was so good. They actually did quite well considering in that fight. It was quite evened out. But the downside is, once you lose the mini barracks, that's all you really needed. Yeah, you get the Aegis, but the Sniper, he's just so farmed. And now they want to end the game. They want to go straight to the bottom lane. They know that global silence is now. Meepo died again, which means he has no farm. It's just a Dragon Lance and basically a Blink Dagger. There's nothing he can do at all. And with the Serpent Wards coming off cooldown, I'm just so worried for them. What do they do? What can they do? The Sniper almost on the Mjolnir at 21 minutes in. 12k top of the net worth, no surprise. And this has been a very big outdraft. Just like that, they go for the tier 3 tower. They have to defend, I'm not sure how. Alright, so they keep on going to take the tier 3 tower, and they're just going to start the siege again one more time. Torrent's going to fly out, Rocket not going to land to anything, and that'll be the Serpent Ones banging away into the range racks. Assassinate onto Morgan Freeform. They scared the Juggernaut away. Now trying to go for the call, but it doesn't land into anything. Hello? Hello? Kunkka also going down. And this should be the GG. They do not have global silence for 5 more seconds. They need to try and initiate, try to force something here before this other melee barracks also goes down. They can't do anything. Trying to look for a call right now. This game looks very, very sad for Draken and friends. Meepo desperately trying to push up the top lane, but that's all he can do. There's nothing. They're gonna try and end the game right here into the Megas. And look at how far spread out they are. There's so much space in between them. There's nowhere you can jump. Megas going for the call in the backline, only finding the Lina. The fortitude is gonna be there. Don't pop the global slams with the Meepos pooping in. They'll find one, but the immediate Bloodstone deny. And so this way they actually managed to find Draken. Maybe, yep, the Assassinate will kill him off. Actually, no, it will be the Abandoned Nuke. And they just walk it up. The Mega Creeps has already happened. And now rolling in, looking for the Magnetize. Perhaps they will find a kill into the Draken. And now the Meepo poofing back in. Going for the call, only finding the Sniper. Sniper's going to be okay with their fortitude and a heal from the Abandoned. Now the Force Hero go down. So Abandoned doing so much work. The GG is going to be called with the Ether Shock. They clean off the Juggernaut. 23-11. Game 1 already over. Amazing play. So RiseWinter Gaming taking game 1 very convincingly. The graph constantly in their favor. It just ended so quickly. I can't believe that just happened. Meepo never got a chance to shine. Double Dragon Lance and you look at the Blink Dagger. Really couldn't do anything up to the Bloodstone, Lina, and the Sniper as well. When you have all these heroes at the backline, so many ways to cancel the Blink. Really, really good stuff. So you look at the Meepo and the Lina, the difference again. Yeah, he had the higher level, he had all that farm invested into him, but there was so little you can do. The supports and what they could do, I feel like Silencer and Kunkka was just a very, very bad support duo from Draken's drafting part. But yeah, I mean, that was game 1, and We'll be taking a quick break before we enter Game 2. We'll see you guys very, very shortly of the Lion City Esports Cup for a second game between RiseWinter versus MawChai. We'll be back. See you guys soon. Good afternoon and welcome back to the game 2 between RiseWinter Gaming versus Team MawChai of the Lion City Esports Cup, our final series of today. So we're potentially going to see here a very quick 2-0, considering we have some really strong teams here in this best of 3. Or we might even see game 2 being forced out here, and RiseWinter Gaming surprisingly got away. And this was with giving away the meeple pick. That could actually mentally destroy you actually. And so right now if you're Team MawChai, where actually yesterday in the Battle Cup, if you guys are aware what the Battle Cup is, with the Battle Pass and the tournament ticket, you actually get to play with some of the best teams in rank status. And in fact, Draken's team actually took out RRQ. If you guys know RRQ from Indonesia, one of the best teams in Southeast Asia at that, especially from Indonesia, they are the best team in Indonesia. So when you win them, and now you just come here to play and you just get wrecked just like that, that says something. RiseWinter is not here to joke around with. But, I mean, otherwise, they really need to think about how they wanted to draft him. It felt like there were issues with the Juggernaut pick, and also with itemization. Like, you look at the Jug, when he went for the PMS into the Abaddon went for the boots first. There was just no way that you could kill the Abaddon at all, and the Silencer Kunko duo was just so weird. But once again, otherwise, we will be heading into the draft, like, right about now. And this will be pretty good as we see game 2. So RiseWinter Gaming, they will start about with one of their popular picks. Should be the Lich again. They like this Lich mid. Could be a Lich Juggernaut mid. And actually, this time the bans Nyx Assassin and Arc Warden. So they don't want to give the Arc Warden away. It seems like they know okay that this player could be an Arc Warden spammer. He is the Amiibo player. He's an unknown. Like, he's one of those talented players which I talked about in game 1, where Draken likes to bring in these unknown players and groom them, and somehow they just burst into the scene. But in this case, not so much. So Lich. It's always good for denying just the extra mana. But now you look at the second picks for since you have second pick on the dire side, how would they open up this time? Would they go with the Silencer X again? Gonna go for a Clockwork Crystal Maiden? But they're definitely taking the time with these bans. Lifestealer Bristleback taken out again. Pretty standard bans. You don't want to deal against these heroes. It just feels like Team Draken aren't able to cope very well without Wedding Crash. No, they're gonna take a whole minute just to think about how they want to start the draft. Draken right now is definitely tilted, because it's almost the way he drafts is kind of similar to Wings Gaming in that sense, like TI winners, where he can either draft something really genius or he's gonna draft something really dumb.
Radiant team
So Shadow Shaman and Dark Seer, okay. Pick up the Dark Seer, which might disencourage RiseWinter from the Elf Spirit pick, since he does negate that very well, farming up the quick mech.
10 seconds remaining.
What else is there? Second pick for RiseWinter.
5 seconds remaining.
Do they still go back for the Juggernaut mid? Do they want to go to something like an Alchemist?
Reserve time.
Something with a Purge would be nice to deal with the Dark Seer. Right, so now it's their turn to come to their bonus time. RiseWinter, if you right now, they really like their early game aggression, so basically they're okay with static lanes. But once they start to go ham, they really hit that timing spell. That's very, very scary for RiseWinter. Like, the dire side may even reconsider going back to a Tinker, but they'll go for the Lich Slaughter.
Dire team back.
So the Slaughter 4. Okay. And into the second phase we go. Draken should be thinking about taking something out which at least gives them some great sustain and great teamfight initiation. So something which combos well with the Dark Seer. You might see
Dire team back.
Slark wouldn't be too bad. Spirit Breaker for one. Like, Draken is an excellent Spirit Breaker player, but he hasn't had much time to show it off. Like, he's one of those players where no matter what, like, he's respected for being a Spirit Breaker player. He likes that Space Sculpt. Even the time in Spirit Breaker was like not even a hot pick at all.
5 seconds remaining.
So Ricky Maru ban. Ricky Maru Dark Seer, yeah, I see that happening. They still could go back into a Bounty Hunter. Okay, Baden ban coming out from Draken. Do you want to risk letting the meatball do? Oh, they take out the Brood Mother, they know.
Radiant team.
They know, they don't want to deal with the Brood Mother, because yesterday, Brood Mother really destroyed the lane so hard. So no surprise pick here for Winter Gaming. They take out the Elf Spirit. And how will they respond? I like this draft, it feels more intense. You can actually feel it in the air here between both teams and how they want to approach this. The team of blue with Lich Slaughter. Might even see a PA come out. But into the second phase we go. Draken. What's going to be that roaming support for them? What will be that for? They've already shown with the Slaughter. Maybe the Clockwork could also come up. Clockwork Battery Assault with the Surge and the Iron Shell is actually really, really strong. They could consider that. The magic damage is good. With the cogs, you have nowhere to run. Surge helps to set up the cogs easier as well. No, he's going to use up almost all of his bonus time actually just to go into the second phase, and still not sure what he wants to pick. He has no confirmed plan, that's for sure. Anything, he just looks whatever gives him inspiration and he goes for it. So we'll see if the team can actually keep up with that, because we've very little practice. It's hard to see whether the draft will actually synergize well together, like we saw back in the previous game. playing around those cooldowns. RiseWinter did go very nicely, but there the Clockwork pick will come out. So Clockwork Darks here. RiseWinter, how do they want to play against this? They need something. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up letting the Slaughter go into the pause 3. They can go into a Rubik to pull the Clockwork out.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, PA into Clockwork's a bit rough. You don't want to lane into that,
Reserve time.
especially with Darks here as well. Maybe a Juggernaut to deal with this. I wouldn't say yeah, the Juggernaut would be pretty good actually. But they go back for the OD. 4-star, natural Astral Imprisonment. Let's see, something which deals against the OD. Sniper can still come out as well. Might even go back for the Lina pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Maybe even a Troll Warlord. Venoman.
Radiant team pick.
This is more like it. I like this draft even more now. Vacuum into the Poison Nova. And not to mention with Venomancer, the EXP gain, he actually becomes really strong, very annoying to deal with. Right clicks wise, he doesn't really give a lot of damage, but in a prolonged fight, I would actually favor the Venomancer a lot.
5 seconds remaining.
So into the 4th pick we go.
Reserve
RiseWinter Gaming, they need to think about this very carefully. Alright, so 4th pick. RiseWinter, they go back for the Enigma. Woohoo!
Dire team back.
Wow, Enigma into the OD. This is new. I wasn't expecting this. First Enigma pick on the stream as well. Very sick. Because he can farm so fast. This is something which you might even say inspired by Newbie.
5 seconds.
You know, where Enigma off lane, he's very hard to stop. The Eidolons do quite nice to mess around with the Equilibrium. He farms so quickly, get into a Midas, get the Blink Dagger. We all know the power of the Black Hole. In Gucci, OTK and friends, they're not afraid to stand up against Draken and friends. They don't care. They have no respect for. I say they're not intimidated by the experience that they have on the other side, but they also understand that because that you have newer players, it is extremely easy to exploit that.
Reserve time.
So Leshrac band, let's see what they have in the final picks. Yeah, you take a look at Leshrac, it makes sense. Leshrac it's a hero which does well, especially if they're slow in the tower push. If he picks something like a Silencer carry, I'd be very afraid, but the Enigma is something which you don't want to push into the Midnight Pulse, that's for sure. And then once again, they have very good team fight. RiseWinter needs some sort of physical damage which does well with taking towers. They go back for the Invoker. Ooh!
Dire team pick.
I'm just gonna say, RiseWinter have a very scary draft. Invoker safe lane or Invoker mid? I mean, OD in the safe lane as well does very scary against Darkseer. He's not afraid. Neither is the Invoker.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
If anything, you have an Astral into a Crush, into a Sunstrike. There's nowhere to run. So they do end up going back for that Storm Spirit. They know it's a Venomancer safe lane. Yeah, it's going to be a Storm Spirit mid going up against this Invoker mid. With the Venomancer safe lane, you will have to try and challenge this Enigma off lane going up against the roaming Slaughter with a roaming Clockwork. Right, so here we are. That was basically the draft of Game 2 before we enter the series, and of course we will see, can RiseWinter Gaming basically look to close out the series 2-0, or are we going to see a Game 3 here coming out, forced out by, you know, MawChai and friends. They need to summon all of that experience to try and force it into Game 3 so that we can get more action. Of course, more DotA, and who doesn't want to see more DotA, of course, because I want to see more DotA. But so far from the draft alone, you give them away 2 mid laners. This is what RiseWinter really likes to do. The Invoker OD. We saw back in the previous game, they weren't afraid to switch things up. They went for the Sniper and the Lina, and they swapped things around. So you can see some versatility between the positions 1 and 2, where they're okay to rotate because both players are very proficient in those roles. But the Enigma pick, this is the one which I'm very excited to see because, you know, Black Hole's always great for isolating a specific hero. Midnight Pulse does so much damage, especially now that it's pure. And they have really decent push. They can slowly push as well with the Alacrity for, you know, the Quas Exort Invoker, Alacrity, and not to mention with the Enigma. But already putting down their wards, blocking the camp. Very little that they can do. But this is how quick they are. Darkseer actually opted to go for 4 Clarities, 4 Tangos, and a Mango. So he's looking to just spam and wait for his soaring to come to him from the creep wave. And we'll see if this, you know, basically if this Clockwork can get the kills he needs.
30 seconds to battle.
Wonder where that Sunstrike went to. But Villa, he does know his Invoker very well. He's played it a lot. I often see him in pops playing Invoker. He's a good player. And over in the jungle, they're asserting dominance, saying, hey, get the hell out. This is my route. As they decide to go for the Astral Steel.
The battle begins.
Nope, testing the waters to see if anything will happen. Alright, so Invoker Lich mid. And without the range creep already, Storm Spirit will be at a bit of a disadvantage. Wave is definitely going to push in, and not to mention as well, where the Storm Spirit, you know, you do want to have a slightly better main, or even something even, so that at least you get to last it a bit easier. Right now, you can see the Invoker playing this very passive, just in case the Clockwork is in the vicinity. So just staying within EXP range. But okay, I mean, at least he gets all range, all the 4 melee creeps. So that's not too bad. Clockwork edging into the mid, has the boots. And I'm pretty sure Villa knows that the Clockwork's not there. Oh, missing out on this very crucial CS. And Invoker doesn't start a very strong base damage earlier on, even if the Exalt points. But meanwhile, Draken, he's thinking about going. I don't think they have the damage though. Oh, he's just gonna go behind the tower, okay. Cold Snap coming out, Draken in the wall of hurt. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh no, that's gonna be first blood just like that. Invoker. And he just salves up. So very easy first blood going away to the Invoker. Draken, alright. And Viva La Villa taking care of the range creep pretty much means that the creep wave will always push out. With Gucci OTK as well, they're just denying a ton of creeps. There's nothing you can do. So this way Morgan free farm basically doesn't get any free farm. Over here in the bottom lane, Darkseer as well not doing good. Rough time. Oh, the Astral comes out, but there's no more follow-up. And Draken's gonna go back to the bottom lane.
Haste.
Alright, so Viva La Villa having a very good time. Usually level 2.5 compared to your Darkseer, who is also kind of about that favor around that area, getting closer to that. Also getting closer to the Soul Ring, which kind of makes sense now. I keep forgetting that, you know, at least now with the new Soul Ring that it's not a recipe anymore, it's more Mango. But he's getting a lot of creeps denied here. So this way he's not going to get the Soul Ring, but over the top looks like they actually will find the Storm Spirit. There we go. Very nice, and once again they're stepping up the pressure and very little they can do. Lich Enigma. You basically have 2 creeps constantly missing from... Yeah, just 2 creeps missing from your creep wave the entire time. Morgan Freefarm's gonna miss out on a ton of CS. 6 to 5 right now. Even if he gets the maximum CS, he's gonna be missing out on like 4 CS every time. So you look at RiseWinter Gaming, they're top of the CS, no surprise. And they're gonna have their work cut out. So Draken and friends gonna try and pressure this OD a tiny bit. They should know that he's alone, or do they? Thinking on baiting him, getting him to use the Astral. Now they will go with the boots. They want to try and catch him. Oh, they will not be able to get it. No, very, very bad positioning here coming out from Draken. Clockwork. Gonna bump into the starter who's only level 1. Doesn't have the battery assault, but if anything he can use the cogs to burn some mana, but that's it. Invoker's gonna have an absolutely good time. We even went for the 1 first with the double nulls. Obviously the superior right click as well. 150 a click. He's not afraid to play around with the Storm Spirit a bit. He has the level advantage. Almost level 6 to the Storm Spirit's 4. Media looking for the cold snap, maybe. Yes, I think this should be the kill here onto the Storm Spirit. Does he have enough damage? Yes, he will get the burn. Very, very nicely done from this Invoker. Solo kill in the lane.
They're the last you'll hear.
Once more again, Draken gonna get found by the Slaughter. And Gucci OTK back into the off lane. The top lane, they've already done enough damage. Looks like they want to try to go here onto Draken one more time, but no, they will not. Enigma 4.5. Oh, even using the Tango just so he can get that big creep. Ton of gold being denied to your Shadow Shaman, who's still not yet level 3. Your Invoker's already level 7. He's halfway towards that Midas recipe. This is really disgusting level of farm from him. 36 to 8. And in terms of this, you look at the kills, he's 2, 0, and 1. Going for the cold snap, going for the crush as well into the media. There we go. Very nice. And Storm Spirit goes down one more time, killing spree. But yes, the Shadow Shaman, they do take care of the Slaughter. Looks like they will get Oguchi OTK as well. Want to get a right click, looking for Sunstrike. Doesn't have the mana for it, so he doesn't have to worry. They were thinking about shrining, but Shadow Shaman needs to be very careful in case of a random Sunstrike. Alright, so basically 1400 gold, 6 minutes in. This is going to be a very quick Midas from Villa. And this Invoker play. Ho, ho, ho. Thought about using the Sunstrike there. Almost gets the right click onto the Draken. One more right click, that would have been more than enough. If the Sunstrike had landed even just a tiny bit, he definitely would have had more than enough damage.
Stupendous!
Does he think about a Sunstrike? No, he's not going to waste it, I think. But now the Storm Spirit is level 6. At least he's able to zip out from the media damage. The top lane, Morgan Freefarm, they get the kill. And it looks like Gucci OTK will get the return. At least Morgan Freefarm going to die to the Eidolons. That's a lot of damage. Oh, Enigma's going to get a kill. Morgan Freefarm gets the double, salvaging the top lane, but he only has the treads completed. No Midas on his part just yet. It's a rough game. Well, meanwhile, you look at the Storm Spirit. He's still trying to build his way into his soul ring. Bottom lane, getting the Astral out, denying some EXP to the Darks here. Enigma with the black hole already. They can consider going for a black hole play. And over here in the middle lane, looks like they will find the Shadow Shaman looking for the crush. The right clicks won't give it away to the Invoker, who now has a full Midas at 7 minutes in. That's really, really fast timing. And they just need to keep this up. top of the net worth, no surprise, and basically Team MawChai are suffering
Dire's middle tower is
so hard. Storm Spirit taken to the jungle, trying to get some farm up. And Invoker just can go back to pushing, go back and minus a creep, let it go. He's gonna have that level 10 soon, which should be the 125 HP. Shadow Shaman and Draken haven't been able to try and get some smoke gangs off. The support duo has just been so stagnant. But top lane, they are thinking about going for a bit of a, of a push. Gathering all these heroes here. Slaughter already still level 3.5. Still trying to build his way towards level 6 with the Corrosive Haze. Building his way into a dagger perhaps. The Tranquils will not be completed into Gucci OTK. No siree, not today. They ping out the Slaughter. Morgan Freeform will have to hide. But Invoker has to be very, very, very careful.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Pinging him out, gonna zip all the way in. Popping the media, gonna get the coast dive out into the Storm Spirit, and now he's gonna Ghost Walk away. Looking for the crash, they pop the dust. And actually, yes, do they have enough damage? I don't think so. Gucci OTK will take care of the Storm Spirit, but it looks like Slaughter gonna die to the... Oh, okay, he dies to the Shackle. But Invoker gets himself a kill. Viva La Villa is here. He might be thinking about using a Black Core. He doesn't have the mana for it. Using the Maledict. I think now he's thinking about it. He has the Arcane Boots. He has the Arcane Boots. Pop it right now. Oh, he hesitated. Oh, B now. Black Hole onto 2 into the Chain Frost. Both will die. Looking for the third. And there'll be full team wipe. And this will be the tier 1 tower for sure. Very, very easily done. He hesitated, but he still made it happen. And meanwhile, your OD bottom lane just goes back to farming. I mean, he's like, he doesn't even care. Going for the Hood Defiance. Full Midas. Your Invoker is just so fat.
Soldier's fortune.
This looks to be a very, very rough game for Draken and friends. They're so far behind. Your Venomancer has nothing. Level 6. He did go for maximum points into the Venomous Gale and the Poison Sting, but no Venom Wards, no ultimate. There's no damage. Stealing whatever intel he can from this Darkseer. Clockwork hasn't been able to get any more ganks off ever since at the bottom. I believe they're in the bottom, yeah. He needs that level 6. Slaughter gonna leave some EXP off here. Getting level 5 now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Invoker basically having very, very good farm. I like how he uses the media into the post step. That's some really good play on his part. And now they go for the hook shot. They want to find the Invoker. They found him trying to cog him up. Looking for the Sunstrike. Bang, they will share the damage into the media. Whoa! Invoker will finally die. That's a big kill here for the Storm Spirit, but Gucci OTK will finally finish him off. And Morgan Freeform in the top lane. And Gucci OTK, woo-hoo-hoo, with the Chain Frost, will find 2 kills top. 3 for 1 trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very, very big stuff. And now the Helm of Dominator once more from Viva La Villa. He basically has a whole army over here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gets the Maledict up, looking for the Centaur to go for the follow-up stun. But hey, it's okay. They get a very, very nice push here onto this top tier 1. Look at the huge Eidolon army.
For the dead.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And this is a guy who knows what he needs to do in this plan. They're stepping things up. 12 minutes and we're up to 9.3k gold lead. And they just keep on going. He really likes the Centaur. Gucci OTK getting some very nice wards into the enemy jungle. They do not know. Or do they? But now they want to try to go again into the OD. He can astral himself if he needs to. Oh, misses the hook! Looking for the Sunstrike. It's going to be off the mark. He pop the ultimate if he needs to. He doesn't have enough ultimate. He's actually going to salve up. Ooh. Oh ho ho. Very, very unfortunate. Looking for the crush. They have a cold snap if they need to use it. Yes, cold snap, more than enough. The crush into the media. Bang! Down goes Darkseer. Another kill for Villa. So 4 staff completed. He can start to build his way into an Aghanim Scepter. This game is not looking good once again for Draken and friends.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now they want to try and push the top tier 1. They will go for a bit of trade. Dropping the Chain Frost just to farm. Gucci OTK really wants to take care of the wards. I mean, I guess how you deal with it, going for the Hex won't have enough to slow him down. Gets Frost Blast out. Can fortify this if he wants to. Yes, he will. Trying to go for the deny. Nothing else. He's just going to try and take care of the Serpent Ward. Farm it up as much as he can. Oh, they stick at the tower anyways.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Sunstrike. Bang. Very, very quick kill into the Darkseer. And that's going to be the tier 2 tower as well, it seems. Draken puts the ward down. We'll realize that there are 3 heroes in the bottom lane. No one else. Top lane. Slaughter. Won't have enough. So close to a Blink Dagger as well.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So this gold graph, 11.3k gold lead. Enigma building his way towards its mechanism now. Invoker basically has enough for almost the Aghanim Scepter, at least for the point booster. And Gucci OTK going for the Rod of Atos. Should be there for the Storm Spirit, who's now still trying to build his way into a Bloodstone. It's a really hard game for them. When is the next time they're gonna smoke? The Black Hole is off cooldown now, and he's gonna keep farming Ancient. You wanna try and push to get the bottom tier 1. You know, Serpent Ward's up in 25 seconds. This is what they can do. But this is all they are allowed to do, actually, because right now the top lane is so warded. One over here, one over here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they're just putting down the Serpent Venomous wards behind so that you can check if anyone's TPing in. But this should be the tier 1 tower also going down, but look at the middle lane. They're like, okay, we'll give you the tier 1s, it's okay. Mislada now has a Blink Dagger, so if anything, you're just asking to die if you come in. You get a very nice ward behind the tier 2 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They know there's a Storm Spirit there. They're thinking about it, they want Storm Spirit to go back in. This guy is so fat and it's so hard to kill. And now they just go back to the top and take the top tier 2 as well.
Is under attack.
Oh, middle lane, they want to try. Getting the Corrosive Haze out with the Ice Blast. But someone's TPing in right now. You want to go here into the Lich. Beautiful crush onto 2 heroes. Hookshot's going to be off the mark. Gucci OTK will demolish up Morgan. Free farming so well, the Shadow Shaman. Looking for the stun strikes. Big amounts of damage. And Clockwork will also go down. Looking for the Storm Spirit. He needs to zip out. Going for the Vortex. He will die. Full team wipe. 15,500 gold lead. Only 1 out of tier 2 left, and that's also going to fall very, very soon. Gucci, OTK, and friends. Woohoo! Really impressing here. Won't even need the Aghanim Scepter, actually choosing to go for the Boots of Travel.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Very, very quick. Alright, so there we go. Morgan free farm. Went for the drums. This is how desperate they are for farm. Usually as the Venom core, you want to see like items like, you know, on the head of Midas so that you can scale very well the level 10 talent and the 30% EXP gain. Get to your cast range, your magic resistance, or even extra damage. These are things you need. And now it looks like they just go back to farming, pick up the 4 staff. Odie, he really wants to Hurricane Pike first. Enigma needs to get the mech, which is on the way. Invoker is going to build his way to an Aghanim Scepter before he's going to start going high ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now they're already smoked up, looking to find 1 kill. Where will they go? They use the scan, they know they're in that area and they're going to back off. Maybe you might even think about grouping up, set up for the black hole. But it looks like they will just back off. Baiting of the Lich. He's gonna pop that haste rune and he's gonna run. Sunstrike. Do they have enough? Looking for the black hole. Oh, but the hookshot coming up. They found Enigma. Enigma. He's thinking about using the black hole, but he won't be able to use it. Doesn't have anything. So 2 heroes going down. Nice double crush coming from the Slaughter, and they will find one with the Invoker right click. But enough for the Shackle from the high ground. They actually find 3. A 3-for-1 trade, and they show some signs of life back into this game. But OD, you need to get out. He needs to force staff away. He will. Looking for the meteor. Oh, lands into 2 heroes. Might even be able to burn them down. Alright. Turns into the sheep. Invoker will get the kill. OD imprisons himself. Looks like he should be okay. Do we have a tornado? Looking for the cold snap. Oh, cold snap. Okay, he's found the Venomancer. Click, 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 and dead. Alright. So very, very quick. Overextending. If they really won that fight, they did not need to go back in again. So not sure why they did that. And still, they trade quite evenly. But you look at the side of RiseWinter Gaming, they have a very, very huge lead. BKB now going to fly out for the Enigma. That's going to help us from a ton of the magic damage coming out. Help his team out. He's actually not going for the blink. But with the BKB, it pretty much means that he can stand his ground inside the cogs in this black hole like what we just saw. So I'm pretty sure they want to start going to the Roshan right now. 200 gold away from that lovely little Dragon Lance. Oh, they found the Darkseer, and they will find them. Surge not going to save him, and they'll just gather a little army. Do they want to push or do they want to go for Roshan first? Yeah, the Roshan would be nice. You almost have the Ring of Health up and another 75 more gold. Shadow Shaman's top lane trying to leech whatever EXP out he can. Level 10 maybe for the extra Hex. Clockwork as well, very, very far behind. Considering he was the 4. Storm Spirit still doesn't have his Bloodstone, very, very far away. And he needs to do whatever he can within this tiny timing window. But Corrosive Haze, they take this out so quickly. Look at it, Forge Spirits, Troll Summoner, Eidolons, Corrosive Haze. Very, very quick play coming out here from Gucci, OTK and friends. And next up, the Blink Dagger flying out for this OD. Okay, just gonna start pushing for the middle towers and middle racks. Oh. So Invoker Aghanims, we're gonna look for those huge Meteor Tornado EMP combos. He doesn't have that many points into the Vex, but still. So getting the waves back into their favor first while they farm. No rush, no rush. Storm Spirit zipping in, trying to get the solo kill here onto the Lich. But you should see that the tornado flies out from Villa. It's going to deter them from going on to the pause 5. They can't even kill the 5. Or to get the Hex up to the Invoker. They're thinking about going back in. Oh, regen rune here for Gucci OTK. That's a very, very lucky rune. It's almost like it's destiny. They just go back, push out the waves. Are they waiting for another item? Doesn't seem like it. They just want to wait for a slightly more favorable, situation. They need the right variables here. Oh, zipping all the way in. They want to go straight for the Enigma. He needs to pop the pipe. He's trying to use the Maledict with the crush onto 2 heroes. Looking for the Sunstrike. It's going to land. Doing only onto Morgan. Free farm. The back into the wall. Now they lay out the Chain Frost. Where's the black hole? Can they get it? Viva la Vida. Popping the black hole. Oh, will be cancelled immediately. But now immediately goes down. And there'll be 2 down for the OD. Woohoo. Double kill very, very quick. And now to take care of the Serpent Ward. Slaughter. Finding the Darkseer. Will not be able to get a Lucky Bash. But the pipe is going to help them negate a majority of the Poison Nova damage. And without the Serpent Wards, without the wall, this is the cue to go high ground. Invoker wasn't even in that fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structure.
And Invoker now has a Blink Dagger. He's going to TP in. what do you do if you're Team MawChai? There's very little you can do. Trying to use the Ether Shock, but the Maledict will be there with the Rod of Aether. Shadow Shaman tossed up into the air. The vacuum trying to catch the 4 heroes. Hook shot's gonna be there. Won't catch anything. Go over the back line. Invoker. Shadow Shaman will be forced to buy back. Shadow. Okay, Storm Spirit now making it to the shrine in time, but no, the Crush. They're trying to kill him off. They won't be able to do it. Actually, no, looks like he may have just paid a Slaughter. Looking for the Sunstrike. Oh, Storm Spirit almost dies. And will die to the OD. Hurricane Pike Blast flying around, killing off the Shadow Shaman. That's a dieback. Won't even need the Black Hole. Looking at the Cold Snap. Oh, Crush is going to be off the mark, but Invoker and friends say, hey, let's just take the tier 3 tower. Let's just take the barracks. 23 minutes in, even 24k. Goldie, Gucci, OTK and friends. Making it rain. Now they just go for the top lane of barracks. Creep Wave is also coming in. Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. And they're so scared to kill the Lich. They can't even kill the Lich. Trying to kill Gucci, OTK, trapping him inside. With the Blink Tornado coming in, catching on to all the heroes into the media. And the Deafening Blast. Everyone will die. And so will Draken. Storm Spirit's gonna zip in, he's gonna try and kill someone up, but he can't even kill the Lich. So will the Storm also die. And down goes Shadow Shaman. This should be the GG right here, right now. Nothing they can do. No way to hold on to the game. No way to stall. Buybacks on the Darkseid and the Storm Spirit, but they will not use it, losing a second lane of barracks. And now the GG will be caught. Wonderful play coming out here from RiseWinter Gaming. Playing some very, very scary Dota. One of the scariest Dota games so far throughout this tournament. Wonderful plays. I mean, look at Villa and the Storm Spirit. The difference was astounding. This Invoker full 6 levels ahead of the Storm Spirit. The damage done was sick as well when you're getting all those solo kills, outplaying okay. And Morgan free farm trying, it's just drums and Dragon Dance, not satisfactory farm at all. And considering how he was going up against the Enigma, but that's where you see the power of the Enigma and the Lich lane, where you basically deny 2 creeps the whole time. What creep? There's no free farm. It was just a horrible game throughout. So if anything, I would say this was just RiseWinter outplaying and outdrafting. So that was it. That was the last game today of the Lion City Esports Cup for the group qualifiers. We will have our top 8 next weekend. Alright, and once again, congratulations to RiseWinter Gaming. They really impressed today, playing up against Draken and friends, showing that, hey, we are the new talents. We are going to upstage you guys. So, wonderful 2-0, very, very convincing play. And of course, once again, let's do a quick shout out to our sponsors, because without them, we would not have this wonderful event of the Lion City Esports Cup. So of course, shout out to Secret Lab, Aftershock, right over there. Can I have a chair, please? I would like a chair. And of course, the challenge as well. And to the organizers of this, Skolga, the Esports Academy, and the National Youth Council. Thank you to Zenwave for production. If you enjoyed the cast, if you have any feedback from me, you can let me know at Hades.tv on Facebook or Twitter. Well, we'll be seeing you guys next weekend for more Dota, but otherwise, sadly, this will be the end of today. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.